Let me check and make sure my sound is right. Hang on for a minute. Don't go nowhere. I have to check. Let's see. How do I do that? 'Cause the sound be crazy. Let's see if I can do that. But anyway, can well somebody will tell me. Here's the question. I'm not going to mention your name, so don't mention your name, okay?
Okay.
All right, don't mention your name. Don't say anything so personal somebody can whatever because, you know, it's the subject matter. It's not who you are because what we're talking about represents so many people. And the question here that I asked was, or the question what's being discussed is the dilemma, the challenge, the decision as I'm seeing it, and this is just subjective, this is just coming from your boy Top, about black women in America and their fight or struggle about dealing with their gray hair. Okay. I thought that talking about natural hair is something that could be spoken about, but I'm thinking gray hair is something more specific under that umbrella that seems to have been around longer than the other issues with people not feeling comfortable in their own skin, especially when it comes to their hair. Under that umbrella. So my question is to you, and this is just me saying this, posing this, why do you think that black women in America, they struggle with their gray hair? Why do you think that is? And when yeah. So I'm thinking age range, we're probably talking about early 40s or around 40-ish. Might be a little earlier for some, but typically I'm thinking closer to 40 or more. So you can go ahead and say something if you like. Or do you even recognize that as being a struggle for black women in America? Hello? Oh, wait a minute. I don't have you on the thing. Hold up. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. So, yeah, go ahead. What was you saying? Hello?
I don't know the consensus of black women in America, mainly because that's not something that we talk about.
Right.
Um, that's not. I mean,
And
I
I'm
think
saying
that's something.
black women in America, right?
Right.
And typically what I mean by a black woman in America, I don't mean a black woman in America that considers herself, oh, I'm from Africa or they're not born here. But go ahead, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
You kind of made me forget the thoughts that
No,
I
I
was.
just wanted to qualify what I meant by a black woman in America. Typically, when we're talking about this, and if you guys want to know what's going on, I am in downtown Chicago. So you're seeing live what I'm seeing. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, yeah, there is a strong goddamn police presence downtown in Chicago right now. And it's fucking freezing, so whatever reason they have to be here, I'm sure it's not a casual one because they're all over. That's why I made this right. But to the far left right there is Trump Tower. So I don't know if that is Trump Tower right there. That big building right there is Trump Tower. And but anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to qualify what I meant, contextualize what I meant by black women in not in Chicago, in America. And the other side of that being, yeah, I guess you guys can see what's going on over there at Trump Tower. This is live. This is live. This is live. The other thing what I meant by that was I've seen it. I've talked to black women. I've talked to black women in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s. And I don't mean that I've done a survey and I went around and just did a questionnaire about black women and their gray hair. I mean, it just comes up in conversation through our natural and our organic engagement from me having relationships with them. You know, these are not necessarily people that I'm dating or have dated. It just comes out. We'll be talking, or they'll be with their girlfriends, or however it comes out, and they say, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my gray hair, this, that, and that. And that's what I mean by what I identified for decades as an issue for many black women in America when it comes to their gray hair. And most of it speak about it in terms of their age, their social status, how they looked upon, pressure. And these are people that are 40, 50, and 60 that should expect to have gray hair as an organic, a natural way of maturing, and they struggle with the idea of it. So that's, I know I did a whole bunch of word salad there, but that's where I'm at with it. But go ahead. I'm listening. I'm gonna try to
So
listen.
here, what's the question?
So the question is, why do what we would typically identify, because I don't want people to say I'm not really black, I'm Copa-Pelasian. Well, not you Copa-Pelasians. What people will typically identify under the stereotype of being a black woman in America, why do they struggle with wearing their natural gray hair? Let me simplify that question. And why do you think it's a struggle? What are the different things that may make it a struggle? So go ahead.
I mean, I think it's just what you said. I think it ages you, it dates you, it lets people know that you are at the age right there. I think some women, when they start to have changes maybe in their face as they're aging, they don't want the hair to add to it. Maybe some women just don't like the look. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes it doesn't, like in the case of me, when it started coming in, it didn't look nice. Like it didn't look.
You say in your case, you felt like it didn't come in good. It didn't look nice to you.
Right.
Or
It
did
looked
somebody
like
tell you it didn't look nice?
no.
Okay, so
I personally looked at it and it looked like spider webs.
okay,
It didn't look like what I would think of as gray hair. It didn't come in solid patches. It was one here, one there, 10 here, one here, so it wasn't particularly cute.
right.
And
just real quick, guys, this tall building in the live is Trump Tower. That's what this is. I don't know how you can miss the 675 font that's on there, but go ahead. So you said you didn't like the way that it came in. So you don't have an issue, or do you have any girlfriends that might started getting gray hair where y'all had a conversation about why she was rocking it or not? Before you start? Okay. All right. So for you didn't like the way it came in. You didn't like the way it looked. Okay, from a look standpoint, I understand.
But also with that, in my friend group, they don't have that many gray hairs. They're not at the gray level that I'm at.
Okay.
Either.
Okay.
So that's very distinguishable,
Yeah. So,
But
go ahead.
no, but on a personal level, I like them. I like the gray. I'm proud of that I have them, of where I'm at in life, that I can have gray hair, and they're beautiful to me. It's like that's this is me. This is where I'm at. So I like it, but the question is like, do I want to wear it, or do I still want to cover it up? And then the next question is, why am I trying to cover it up if I personally like it? What is that? Like, where is that coming from?
So where is that coming from that you have
I,
covered
I
it up?
oh, that's something that I'm examining now because I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't really care what other people think. I actually think it'll look nice. So I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I can't place like where the fear is coming from.
Okay.
And the end, it's changeable. If I don't like it, I can always turn it back. you know. But it's a hassle, and you got to deal with it. You got to keep up with dying. Why are you doing this? You put in chemicals, even if you're using a Diana or something. I mean, you have to keep up in maintenance. They're resistant to color and all types of things. So it's a project.
Yeah,
So
so let me jump in. So when I see many black women in America and I speak with them and you know, I'm like, okay, and they'll be talking. And they'll say, hey, well, I'm 45 years old, or I'm 50 years old, I'm 60 years old, I'm 38, I'm 42, 45, 58, whatever they say. And then I'm looking at them and I don't see any gray. Like no gray. Now, for the most part, I think that women in general, but I don't really look at many white women, but more so black women, they kind of, you know, they keep their hair, whatever like that. And they're not typically known to go bald. Some do, but I'm saying typically bell curve 68%. So that's that. But as a man, I would want to see, I'm curious. Or maybe I should understand, not be curious. Maybe I should move to a point of understanding that a lot of women, when they're making decisions about their hair, specifically when it comes to the gray, rocking the gray, showing the gray, maybe they're not thinking about men. Is that it? Are they not thinking about that acceptance that your body is okay, your face is cute, you have nice looking skin, but if you decide to rock your natural gray, now all of a sudden you move into a different level of acceptance in terms of maybe the eyes that'll be on you, how you can be represented, how you might be accepted, and different things like that. What do you think?
that could be. I mean,
I know
it,
how you
it,
look. You are cute, right? You're a nice looking woman, right? And I'll say this. I'm gonna give it to you. Here it go. You ready? You're a nice looking woman. And you have a nice body type. I mean, you know, you are desirable typically in a room, somebody more than one wouldn't mind having a conversation with you. Let me say this. I'll say that. Now, if the age group in the room is 25 to 60, 25 to 55, 20 to 55, I just want to give like two whole goddamn generations. Because of the way you are and your energy and things that you know culturally, like the way you engage, if you go and not show your gray at all, you're going to get eyes and you're going to get attention from that entire fucking range. You're going to get the whole 25 to 55. If I'm putting that, I'm making up the range. I'm not, this is my range. If it's 25